All right, today we're going to dig into a really fascinating story coming out of Kerala in India. It's about a company that is completely flipping the script on how you're supposed to do business. We're talking about the Anthikad Farmer Producer Company, or FPC, and it's all built around one, well, pretty radical idea.
And that idea is this simple question: can a business actually succeed by paying its suppliers more than the going rate? I mean, it sounds totally counterintuitive, right? But Anthikad FPC is out there proving it can be done. To see how, we really need to start with the problem they decided to tackle.
So to really get why the Anthikad model is such a game changer, you first have to understand the situation it was designed to fix. For coconut farmers, life has pretty much always been a story of uncertainty.
Just try to imagine this for a second. Your entire livelihood, everything you do, depends on prices that can just swing wildly from one season to the next. This constant instability makes it incredibly hard to plan for anything, to invest in your farm, or even just build a secure future. It's this cycle of vulnerability that has trapped farming communities for decades.
But what happens when someone with deep experience in both government and agriculture decides to take this problem on head-on? Well, that brings us to the visionary leader at the very heart of this story, V.S. Sunil Kumar.
And this quote from the chairman himself, it just says it all, doesn't it? There's such a stunning clarity of purpose here. This isn't some corporate social responsibility thing or a little side project. No, the primary goal, the only reason this company even exists, is just to help farmers. Simple as that.
And he had the perfect background to pull it off. As a former Minister for Agriculture in Kerala, Sunil Kumar had seen the challenges from the very top. He saw firsthand the gaps that government policy alone just couldn't fill. So he decided to build a solution from the ground up, with the farmers themselves as the owners.
Okay, so how did he turn this powerful vision into an actual working business? Let's break down the mechanics of the Anthikad model. It's actually really elegant in its simplicity, but incredibly powerful in how it works.
First off, it's super important to understand the structure. An FPC, a farmer producer company, it's not a charity. It's a formal business that kind of combines the community spirit you'd find in a cooperative with the efficiency of a private company. And the most important part? The farmers are the shareholders. They own the place.
So the model works in this powerful, self-reinforcing loop. It all starts by giving farmers expert support. We're talking things like soil health analysis and better ways to manage pests to improve their crop yields. Then the FPC buys those coconuts at a guaranteed premium price. And finally, it processes them into high-value cold-pressed coconut oil, and the profits from that sale go right back into fueling the entire cycle.
And this right here brings us back to that radical idea of paying more. This isn't just a suggestion, it is a non-negotiable golden rule at the core of their entire operation. By guaranteeing a better price, the FPC isn't just buying coconuts. What they're really doing is investing in loyalty, in quality, and in mutual success.
Now, paying more is a fantastic start, but the impact of this model goes way beyond just that one transaction. What we're really talking about here is a fundamental shift in the economic landscape for an entire community.
So, the most direct result is a truly transformative financial boost for the farmers. When you combine that guaranteed premium price with the better yields they're getting from the FPC's farm support, the difference isn't small. I mean, you can see here the clear distinction between being someone who just has to take whatever price they're given and being a company owner. Let's put this into a bit more context. Traditional government programs often provide indirect support, like subsidies, but they leave the basic market problems untouched. The Anthikad model is completely different. It gets directly involved in the market and, most importantly, it transforms farmers from being passive recipients of aid into active owners of the whole business. This farmer-first approach creates this amazing cascade of positive effects. Better yields and a stable income mean there's more money flowing into the local economy, which helps other businesses thrive. And ownership gives farmers a real voice and a stake in their own future. It's a holistic model that builds not just wealth, but resilience and long-term sustainability. So, the Anthikad FPC has built this remarkable, proven model. It works. The question now is, what's next? Let's take a look at how this success story plans to grow and what hurdles might be waiting down the road.
The future definitely holds a ton of potential. They can expand the network, bring in more farmers, and even diversify into other coconut-based products. But the key challenge, the big question, is going to be scaling. How do you grow bigger while keeping that crucial, hands-on farm support that makes the whole model so effective in the first place? That's the puzzle they have to solve.
And all of this brings us to a final, really crucial question. The Anthikad FPC has shown that a business built on empowering its suppliers can not only survive but actually thrive. So, is this just a one-off, unique success story? Or is this farmer-first approach a blueprint for a more equitable, more sustainable future for agriculture everywhere? The answer to that could reshape how we think about the entire purpose of business itself.